Luxury is literally whatever you decide for luxury to be. Don't you dare go put yourself in debt trying to keep up with social media, okay? Black and white is always going to be associated to luxury. You do not have to live in luxury to have a luxury experience. What's going on, sis? Welcome back to the channel. If this is your very first time, my name is Toni. If this is not your very first time, then you already know I'm about to do my mouth and run my makeup because that's what I like to do.
Child, I just said do my mouth and run my makeup. Y'all know what I meant. Run my mouth while I do my makeup.
Okay? But anyway, if this is your very first time, I make Get Ready With Me Chit Chats where we discuss everything. Nothing is off limits. So today I want to get into a topic that I came across on TikTok. I actually really enjoyed this video. I actually agreed with the video, but I want to give a little bit, like just a little bit of a slight difference in my perspective of why I feel like even though this might be taking place, creators can still use it to their advantage. So today's Get Ready With Me Chit Chat is about content creators who don't live in the aesthetic just yet, not getting any love, and I want to give you guys the backstory or the context behind it. So I'm going to do my brows, which y'all know I can't talk and do them at the same time anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and do my brows, which won't be much because we're keeping it very light today. Very light. And I'm going to go ahead and play this video that I came across on TikTok.
Y'all might eat me up for this, but I have to say it. New content creators that step on the scene that already have money, that already live in luxury, they tend to grow way quicker. Hear me out. If you look at the content creators who stepped on the scene and they grew just like that, regardless of what their content was about, a lot of times they're in luxury homes, luxury cars, they have luxury closets, they're wearing designer, right? It looks like they have some money. And so because of that, people give that a chance way quicker than the girl with the brown cabinets and white refrigerator, the girl with the popcorn wall, the girl that's living in a rinky-dink apartment, but has so much talent, so much creativity, so much originality, so much insight, brings so much value to social media and content creation in general. But because she doesn't have a little money already, it's taking her a little longer. People don't necessarily want to give you a chance when you're not living in luxury. So I can see why people cosplay celebrities, or they fake it till they make it. They cosplay like they have money, because we can clearly see that the content creators who do already have money when they step on the scene grow way quicker. This is not to take away from those content creators. It's not to take away from their talent, their creativity, their originality, their insight, the value that they bring. It's not to take away from that, but they do grow quicker. And so because we can see that, people are just trying to figure out, how can I grow quick? How can I get a chance? Maybe I have to pretend as if I have money, because that's what grows quick. But I do not encourage you cosplay. Even if it's a slow grind, even if it takes people a little longer to give you a chance, continue to be you and live your truth on and off the camera, because when you turn that camera off, you got to live your real life. You have to live your real life. So please, let's get back to content creating, but let's also support people who have white refrigerators and brown cabinets and drive Honda Civics and Toyota Camry. Let's get back to supporting them because of the value they bring, the creativity, the originality, the talent, the wisdom, the cool personality. Like, let's support them for that, not because they have a monochromatic, nice, cool, luxurious background.
All right, brows are all done. So let's go ahead and get into this conversation. So first things first, like I said, I actually completely agree with what she was saying. I do feel as though there are some creators who, you know, they obviously already live in those luxury style apartments and all of that with, you know, the subway tiles, the really nice bathroom setup and all that. I do feel as though they are a little bit more favorable in the eyes of some viewers because, again, it looks like they already have that kind of lifestyle. And we're gonna let these folks be nameless, okay? Look here, one thing about it, I don't care if they do live in a luxury style apartment and they did, you know, grow a following before I did or whatever. Hey, everybody is out here just grinding, okay? Everybody is out here trying to just do their thing, do their content, make their side money or make their full-time income money. So we're gonna leave it nameless. I'm not going to tell the people that I feel like this has happened to, but I've definitely, like I said, I feel like I've seen a lot of content creators, especially newer creators, who have blown up a little bit faster than those with the brown doors and the brown, trim and background, like she was saying in a video. Where I want to give a different perspective from is, you guys, everything about social media is marketing. You don't have to go to school and have a degree in marketing or be a marketing specialist or anything like that to understand that everything about consumer industry is marketing. No matter whether you are a brick and mortar store owner, you're an entrepreneur, you're a content creator, you're an online e-commerce store brand, everybody is using marketing. There are a handful of people that get on social media with just the intent of keeping it personal. They don't post, they just kind of get on to see what's going on in the world, what everybody else is doing. So even though it seems like those people are not as active trying to promote something, they are still the consumer. And we as consumers, we just process things a certain way. We've all probably heard at some point that as human beings, we process visuals far faster than we ever process any type of fonts. So that means if you see a big old ad come across your feed, or you're driving down the highway, are there billboards on the side of the highway? Lord, now I'm drawing a blank. Let's just say street. If you're driving down the street and you see a big old billboard, 9 times out of 10, it's some type of huge picture and then it's smaller font. We're going to process the visuals first, okay? This is exactly how they use marketing in the grocery stores or any other store for that matter. When you go into the grocery store, you are going to, most of the time at eye level, you're going to see the brands that are mostly name brands and most of the brands that are most expensive. All of the generic style brands are going to be where? At the very bottom or the very top. I remember seeing a video sometime last year where there was a guy talking about this marketing strategy, because he's like, that's why when kids go into the grocery store and it seems like they just picking up a bunch of stuff, think about how they are perceiving the information. They're seeing bright colors. They're seeing big pictures, big bold letters that just jump out at them. So naturally, they're going to be like, I want that. I want that. Mama, can I get this? Mama, can I get that? Put that down. No, Mama, can I please get it? Like, that's just how it goes. That's my kids, at least in the store. But anyway, all I'm saying is there are certain marketing strategies that are in place. And that's the perspective that I want to gain. I fully agree with what she was saying. Spot on. But I also feel like if we take a look if we just step back and take a different look at it, change our perspective just a little bit, there is a way that content creators who might not necessarily have the aesthetic right now, there is a way for them to benefit from using color psychology. There have been studies shown that show how many people process visual images faster. It's a high percentage of people who process visuals faster. So with color being added and using the color psychology behind it, colors evoke certain emotions behind people. I'm a content creator who does not live in an aesthetic home. I mean, y'all can't see my bed today because of the way that I have my camera position, but y'all can go back on a lot of my videos and see I don't have the luxury home right now. I don't have the luxury aesthetic. I don't have that. I make do with what I have. So I can relate to this because I do kind of feel like, dang, are my colors coming into play here? Are there times where I feel like maybe I need to, get rid of some of those browner tones? Let's just break down these colors for a second. There's 3 colors that I want to look at as far as talking about this particular subject. So blacks, whites, and browns. Black and white is always going to be associated to luxury. And I did a little bit of research, y'all. Y'all proud of me? I did a little bit of research so that I could make sure that I was, making sure that I had multiple sources to compare this to. Black is always going to be associated with luxury. It's associated with sophistication. It's associated with like modern vibes, modern feels. Yes, obviously black is associated to death, but when we're talking from a marketing standpoint, if you are a luxury brand, you are going to have some type of dark aesthetic. You're going to have more black tones that are balanced out by some of the whiter tones because it gives luxury. When we implement white tones, white is always associated with pureness, with cleanness. So literally, before we even have a chance to really look at the pictures or look at the videos that we're watching, our brains have already decided, oh, that's a luxury post because of the colors that we're seeing. So yes, if somebody lives in that nice, clean, black, white type aesthetic home, a lot of people are going to be attracted to that first because of how we're processing the information when we think about color psychology. Browns, let me get my notes, okay? Because I want to make sure I'm telling you correctly. All right. So, browns, it said, this color is often connotated as an earthy color and relates to security, comfort, and groundedness. It does a great job of evoking feelings about the natural world and something organic and wholesome. It is used as an alternative to black to give a contrasting effect to the content. But here this is what it says. Don't overuse it, as too much brown can make your social media feed look boring and reserved. Because of its outdoorsy image, brown is often used by brands with all natural or organic products, obviously associated with brands who do chocolate or coffee, something of that nature. So you guys, yes, we have the ability to pick and choose which creators we're watching. We do. If that video comes by and it might be brown tones, but somebody is on there with high energy and all that, we have the choice to watch that. So I feel as though, yes, it comes down to the personal interest, but I honestly feel like the color psychology is more in play at the initial sighting of whatever you're watching. Like I said, picture, reel, TikTok, whatever. I feel like that is more in play for that initial spark and that initial interest more than when we actually tell ourselves, oh, I'm interested in this, or oh, like, I know that sounds confusing as hell. How can I put this? So the color psychology goes into play first. Then you make the decision after you've seen it for a couple of seconds and you have that time to like process for a moment. Then the second step of that is saying, oh, I'm interested in watching this, or, oh, let me see what this creator is about. So that is my perspective. I just feel like there's more that comes into play when we think about how we actually process the colors, how we process images, videos, all of that. The color psychology comes into play a lot because it evokes certain feelings, right? Just like they told us with browns can be warm, it can be inviting, but it's also associated with a reserved type feel, boring type feel. So if you're somebody who is giving black girl luxury, browns might not be the tones for you to use within your colors for your brand because it's not giving what you want it to give. That is kind of my perspective when it comes to color. Now, how can a content creator who does not live in luxury just yet, they don't have the subway tiles and the white cabinet doors with the black handles, and they don't have the flooring and all that, they don't have the aesthetic closet, the IKEA pack system like everybody got. If you don't have that, that's okay, because there is a way for you. Yeah, I done did so much talking. I ain't even barely touched my face. Lord have mercy. I might have to skip past. Honestly, I didn't plan on doing that much makeup today anyway, because I'm not doing anything outside of taking my kids to basketball practice. And who about to go to basketball practice with a full face of makeup? And if this clip fall one more time, one more again. But there is a way. There's a way, you guys, that we can give luxury and give the black girl luxury aesthetic if that's what you choose. There's a way to do it and not have to put yourself in debt, because don't you dare. I feel like this clip about to, look at this. Okay. We're not going to do the clip because it doesn't want to stay in my head. But don't you dare go put yourself in debt trying to keep up with social media, okay? Because a lot of y'all right now are paying for $2,000 apartments and townhomes when you know good and goddamn well that you can only afford $1,500 a month. I've been there myself. That's why I can tell you from experience. I have definitely spent way more money than I knew that I needed to spend, and knew that hold on. Y'all, I keep getting myself confused. I spent more money than I was able to than what I had. Y'all get what I'm trying to say? Follow along. That's good. You ain't keeping up. Keep up, okay? I have been in a position where I have put myself in a financial bind just trying to keep up. And I will never do that again. That happened my very first year of being a content creator. I really love style, you guys. And that's something that I am building towards as a creator this year, is I want to build my style content. And now I have figured out a way to do it that's not going to put me in a financial bind. That's not going to put me at a deficit. Like, it's just not going to do it, because I have now figured out a way to be able to implement more style content without going overboard and having to spend hundreds of dollars at a time trying to do all these different hauls. Like, no. So I get it though. And and if you are paying for something and your perspective is, okay, I'm gonna pay for it, I'm gonna hustle for it because this is what I want, hey, do you. I ain't mad at that. But I'm just saying, don't put yourself in debt trying to give the appearance, because it's not worth it. You're gonna end up stressing way more in the end. If you are somebody who does not live in that type of home just yet, you don't have that type of environment just yet, it's okay. It is okay, because we're going to utilize this way of thinking to get us to where we need to go. It's definitely not a fake it till you make it. I'm not going to give you a fake it till you make it. I'm going to give you some advice that I heard on another video, and I really, really, really wish I remember who said it, but I honestly don't, okay? So just know, this is not me saying this. I actually heard this from another creator. I just cannot remember who said it. But they said, you do not have to live in luxury to have a luxury experience. And I'm going to say that one more again for the people in the back, because I saw you put your head down, you were sleeping, you dozed off. So I'm going to say it one more again, okay? You do not have to live in luxury to have a luxury experience. So what does that mean? First of all, we have to look at what the true definition of luxury is, because a lot of us are under this assumption of what luxury is based off of what society has told us, and it is totally different from what you think. Merriam-Webster's definition of luxury, which is a condition of abundance or great ease and comfort. So if you were to completely take out the abundance part, it would say a condition of great ease and comfort. The other ones on that say something added to pleasure or comfort, but not absolutely necessary, or an indulgence in something that provides pleasure, satisfaction, or ease. Oh, did y'all catch that? Did you catch that? Luxury means an indulgence in something that provides pleasure, satisfaction, or ease. So luxury is not always about the most expensive handbag. Luxury is not always about having the most updated and aesthetic apartment or townhome. Luxury is not always about fine dining at restaurants that cost $500 a meal. Luxury is literally whatever you decide for luxury to be. It's whatever gives you comfort or ease or satisfaction or pleasure. It's not a dollar amount associated to it. It's more of a feeling. So, ooh, Lord, I gotta go get my kids from school. Let me blend this out real quick. I'm gonna just have to come. I'm gonna just go get them with half my face done real quick, and I'm gonna come right back. All right, y'all. I got the packages. I did not realize what time it was, and I was just sitting here running my mouth. Sometimes, y'all, I get so into the conversation, and I'll just start talking, and then I'll completely forget that I'm even doing my makeup, and so I don't pay attention to what I'm using. I'm just grabbing stuff and talking. So I'm sorry, my bad. I will make sure that everything is in the description box. But getting back to what I was saying about, you know, the definition of luxury. Luxury is what we make it. It's individualized. Luxury is whatever we want luxury to be. There's no standard across the board to what luxury is, because per the definition, luxury is more of a feeling that's evoked, not necessarily about a dollar amount that's spent, right? So isn't it safe to say, like, let's just say you're into the Black girl luxury aesthetic or luxury aesthetic. I don't know your ethnicity, but I'm Black, so I'm just gonna say Black girl aesthetic. If you're into that and you want to give that luxury style appeal, have a luxury experience. Remember, that's a feeling. It's not necessarily a dollar amount. So isn't it safe to say, if you skip the drive-through line at Starbucks and instead you find a local coffee shop that has a really nice aesthetic background, that you can go take pictures in, have a moment to yourself, clear your mind, clear your thoughts, you know, solo date vibe. Can't we call that a luxury experience? I'm pretty sure we can. Because it's giving us comfort in that moment. It's giving us satisfaction in that moment. Why? Because like I said, you're by yourself. You're enjoying your time alone. You can have clarity in those moments. You chilling. You chilling with yourself. So that's satisfaction. Then you get the satisfaction of, okay, yeah, I'm a content creator, and I can use these backgrounds to shoot still images or do a quick little reel and still get the vibe that I need to pass on to my social media platforms. So it's a win-win, okay? And it does not require you to spend a lot of money. So the best approach, content creators, the best approach that you can do right now, if you are somebody who does not have that luxury apartment, who doesn't have the luxury kitchen and bathroom and all of that, baby, trust me, I'm right there with you, okay? My kitchen is updated, but the rest of my space is older, okay? Nothing wrong with that. So I feel you. I try to get out and do content as much as possible. A quick little fix that you can do, I'm pretty sure that every place will allow you to paint. Get you some $20 paint and some brushes. Paint maybe one wall in your house. Set up a nice little vase or vase with some pampas in there or something. That's one little area that you can do your content and make it, and it can be lighter and brighter than the rest of your space. Now, if you want to get a little fancy, get you some paint and primer combo. Make it work within your budget. That would be a quick fix to do something within your budget. So put the focus on having those luxury experiences. And just like I said, tie in the color psychology. Start researching places before you go. I think that's kind of the fun thing also, especially if you're a lifestyle creator. Have fun with this. Do y'all know how many places I'm starting to realize that my city has? Just because I'm actually looking for places to get out and explore and to look for those background aesthetics and stuff like that. Like, I went to a tea shop recently, had no idea it existed, and took the cutest, quickest picture with that background, and it fit my aesthetic. It had a white, it had browns, but it also had blacks and greens. It fit perfectly on my profile page. Didn't even know it existed. So start getting out, start exploring, start looking for those places, because those places are there. I don't care if you live in the hickest of the hickest town and you feel like your city don't have nothing to offer. It does. I guarantee your city has something to offer that you can get some type of aesthetic backgrounds, pictures, and all that good stuff.
So I'm going to reiterate while I wrap up my face, because like I said, we're keeping it very light, just doing the minimal products look today. But remember what I said, don't put yourself in a financial deficit just to try to keep up with the whole luxury aesthetic thing, okay? It's not worth it. And trust me, because I have been down that road. It is not something worth fighting for, especially if you're married. Like, y'all already know I'm married. Baby, when my husband was seeing some of them bills that I was racking up buying clothes, he was like, okay, now, I don't know who you think you are, but you need to get your life in check. And I'm not even mad at him. I wasn't even mad at him, because I'm like, you know what? You are right. Like, I'm tripping. I'm spending way too much, you know, whereas I know that I needed not to do that in that moment. Like I said, that is the face. I'm just going to put some mascara on real quick and put a gloss, and I will be right back. So here's the final look. Y'all already know, like I told y'all, this is a very, very, very light face. Pretty much an everyday face to go to, honestly. In my book, I feel like it's light enough, but it's like super cute, super clean, and it's just a vibe all by itself. So this is the look for today. If you want to know the makeup products that I use, then definitely make sure you check in the description box, because everything will be linked down below. But that is today's video. Comment down below, because I really am interested in seeing your guys' perspective on this. Do we think that it's all on the viewer? Like, do we feel like the viewers aren't giving the girlies the love who don't have the aesthetic backgrounds? Or do we feel like some of this, like, visual perception, color psychology, do we feel like that comes into play in some of the decisions that we make regarding who we're watching? But nonetheless, I want to hear y'all's thoughts on this. Y'all have heard me ramble on and run my mouth for, I know, a good 20 minutes at least. So I want to hear your thoughts next. But thank you guys so much for coming and stopping by with me and hanging out while I do my makeup and run my mouth. I don't know what I was about to say, but anyway, make sure you hit that subscribe button below, baby. And also make sure that you are hitting that notification bell as well, so you can see when the videos are going up on my channel. So until next time, love, I really hope that you enjoy the rest of your weekend, week, whatever day it is. You enjoy it. Love on yourself. Love on everybody else around you. Till next time. Bye.